A multi-talented producer, singer, songwriter, and instrumentalist, he stands out as one of the most underrated soul producers of the 70s. This vocalist never achieved a level of success that his talent deserved and is arguably one of the best soul singers that gets overlooked. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Leroy Hutson. Now before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born Leroy Hutson on June 4, 1945 in Newark, New Jersey, Hutson started his four-man singing group, the New Tones, in New Jersey when he was a teenager. They won several talent shows during his high school years. In 1968, as part of the duo Sugar and Spice, Lee Hutson and Deborah Rollins recorded for Cap Records. They recorded several singles with some success. Their single In Love Forever ranked the best new record of the week in the local newspaper.
Save the rest like me. Oh, baby. I was blind to love.
Two other singles recorded were Aha Yeah and Dreams. After high school, Hutson entered Howard University in Washington, D.C. to study dentistry. Hutson shared a dorm with Donny Hathaway, who left college early to become Curtis Mayfield's musical director. Hutson was inspired and decided to change his academic degree to music theory and composition. Hutson's acquaintances with Mayfield began through Hathaway. Hutson attended Howard University and joined the Mayfield Singers, a group created on the Howard campus by Curtis Mayfield that played at New York's legendary Apollo Theater and Philadelphia's Uptown Theater. In 1967, the group released one single for Mayfield. Hutson's early breakthrough came as a co-writer for Howard University roommate Donny Hathaway's hit song, The Ghetto, in 1970. Hutson was recruited to replace Curtis Mayfield as the Impressions lead singer 3 months out of college. In 1971, he worked with them for 2.5 years, recording 2 albums, before leaving amicably to pursue his own career as a writer, producer, arranger, and guitarist. Love Me was the debut song with Hutson as main vocalist, released in June 1971. In 1973, he followed in Mayfield's footsteps and began his own solo career. His slick, innovative production set a high standard for everyone in the company, including its owner, to follow suit. Although his lyrics were not as politically charged as Mayfield's, Hutson's love-inspired songs spawned a succession of mid-80s classics for which he and Curtom are most remembered. Hutson wrote, produced, arranged, and recorded his debut solo album, Love Oh Love, which included the single, So In Love With You.
You don't have to be so.
Between 1973 and 1992, Hutson recorded 8 albums and had 13 singles in the United States. As a result, he has gained a cult following in the soul scene. After Love Oh Love, Hutson went on to release The Man, Hutson, Feel the Spirit, Hutson 2, Closer to the Source, and Unforgettable. When Curtom went out of business in 1980, Leroy's career was effectively put on hold and he briefly disappeared from the music scene. He has written and produced songs for Roberta Flack, The Natural 4, Linda Clifford, Voices of East Harlem, Arnold Blair, and Next Movement. In 2008, Hutson resumed recording under the name Lee Hutson, releasing the album Soothe You Groove You on his own Triumph label. 2 years later, in August 2010, Hutson returned to European stages, performing at the Sunspeed Festival in Zadar, Croatia, the Vintage at Goodwood Festival, and Digo 2 in London. He was supported by the British band The Third Degree. Hutson's music was licensed by British independent record company Acid Jazz Records in 2017, who produced an anthology LP including his biggest songs. They then released another unreleased single, Now That I Found You.
I don't worry about a thing, now that I've found you.
They will release both Hutson and Hutson 2 in February 2018 and followed up with a 4-part internet documentary called Leroy Hutson the Man, which featured comments from longtime Hutson enthusiasts such as actor and radio DJ Craig Charles. On August 27, 2013, Hutson filed a complaint against rapper Young Jeezy and others, saying that Young Jeezy's song, Time, inappropriately included the instrumental component of the impressions, Getting It On. Hutson's career gradually faded to obscurity. However, he retained a strong cult following among soul collectors even after his peak years. Hutson's ability as a songwriter and arranger is equal to his singing powers. Now before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song from Leroy Hutson?